Learning to say no, it can be quite an effort.
And if you don't,
then the answer's always yeah, regardless if you say no later on.
Well, that's actually worse. If you say no later on, then you'll get accused.
Yeah.
Like of like, no, but you've let me hurt you before. That's been the normal. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't like take your money and rob you and like treat you poorly?
Yeah,
this isn't acceptable.
Shit,
It's fucking. I got away with that for 15 years. Don't come at me with like now that I'm confused. You're an asshole.
No.
It's a thing that people do though. Like when we're transitioning like from a way of being to another way of being, there's kind of three sets of people. There's like people who, well, more than three, but
transition well, obviously.
Yeah, there's ones who transition well. There are ones who are like, no, don't be doing that. Like, you're something's wrong with you. So you're doing, like you must be going crazy or something like that.
You're not doing it my way.
Yeah. And then there are people who you meet, like, so they're the two old sets, like ones who transition well, ones who don't.
Yeah, no problems. That's right.
And then, and mainly because, like, yeah, I mean, literally, you're just like, it's like, you're driving on the left side of the road, and just all of a sudden you're driving on the right side of the road. I mean, they've got a reason to be confused.
Yeah.
And like, what's all this about then? It's confusing. And then there's that, but what you got to look out for is like you kind of know them, and the ones who are hard to transition.
Well, they exhibit things that are expected.
But it's the ones who are new. So what reality often does when we're transitioning, like behaviorally, it'll like do stuff like where it'll throw some tests.
Yeah, of course.
So it might throw someone new in the mix, and you're like, oh, new person, and then it's like, yeah, but they've got the old behavior.
They got the old behavior, but they're new.
You really want it? And you're like, no. Often we've got to say no to reality more than even people,
Yeah.
Because reality is like just dangles it back in front of you. You know how easy this thing
Here
is.
it is. It's the all new version. Now with twice as much psychopathy. Yeah.
Hunch. So when you're transitioning from being, saying yes to other people to saying yes to yourself, other people get upset about it.
They know like.
I don't pity them.
Well, rather them than yourself. Right? Yeah, that's the way you always got to look at it, Si.
Oh, geez, that was not good.
The thankfulness of not being you, having to do it. They can be your great example, that the reason why you don't.
Yeah. I feel for them though, because like I've had a few situations, probably one of my most easy for me to see ones was, I mean, I had it in Sydney even, but when I went to Alice Springs,
you've just been on display there.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much the first sort of person I kind of engaged with there. Well, not first, but I lived with and things. They were an old pattern. I mean, and where, the person who's really aggro, like physically aggressive in a relationship, and which doesn't require a gender, to be violent in a relationship. The pussy holders are just as capable. Don't worry about that. But so I actually looked across the table from her. We were both drunk, and she's like, let's get it on. And I'm like, thank you, but no, I actually foolishly then said to her, because I was in a bit of a, like that's, I sometimes get in my little sort of states, and I'm like, I'd actually told her that she was my pattern, and that I was going to decline. Yeah. And that she was aggressive and physically aggressive and things, and I didn't need that in my life anymore. Anyway, can you imagine how that went down?
Yeah. Oh, like lead pancakes.
Oh yeah, man. For years. She was my nemesis.
Held against.
Oh, very, very much. We have resolved that, and we have helped each other since then, and recognized like the learnings we gave each other and all sorts of, you're full fucking hippie bullshit. But no, but it's good, important stuff. But in tune, yeah.